Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, okay, go for
okay.
it.
So similarly, I group all the vitals at one side. So the verse 12 is slightly towards the left lah.
Yep.
Yeah. So I kind of not really identified, but I underline all the Elohims and
Mm.
all the repeated words. So like in verse 10, there are like 3 times name is being used, right?
Yep.
Shimka,
Yep.
yeah, Shimka or Shemka.
Right.
And then in the later verses, verse 14, no, sorry, verse 15, there's also Shem, and
Yep.
Sham.
That's right.
Yeah. So the word name is being repeated kind of a few times in
Mm.
this passage. And then I think what I found interesting besides the part where there was like God's command and then God's promise in verse 11 and verse 12
Mm-hmm.
was that in verse 14 the three verbs that were used kind of sound similar-ish.
That's right.
Yeah, like the Yazef, is it right? Yazef, Yasek,
Mm.
and Yizok.
Yep.
Yeah. So they sound kind of interesting lah.
Mm.
Yeah. And then verse 12 also I highlighted some the verbs, which is it's the same verb, right? Natati,
Mm. Yep.
Atena,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And aten, which is
Yep.
the same verb.
Mm.
Yeah, so I underlined those. Yeah.
Nice. Very
So
good.
I
Well
don't know
done.
whether is it considered a pericope because verse 12 is right smack in the middle.
Yep.
But I can't remember this. Does the top verse and the last verse have to talk about the same thing?
No.
No, right? Okay.
No.
Yeah, because I thought like in the names, the repetition of the word name appears in verse 10 and 15. Then there's no like pattern there.
Okay.
Okay lah, is it?
Okay, so actually in this case, the pericope ends very, 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 very far away. It ends at verse 20.
Oh, okay.
So okay, you go to your accordance,
Yeah.
Okay, so in verse 35, verse 8, you see a pay there, right?
Wait, I go to verse 8. Verse 8. Okay, to what's the last verse?
No, just go to verse 8.
Just go.
Just click verse 8, yeah, click.
Okay.
Okay, so you go to the end of the verse, of verse 8.
Yeah, oh, okay, yes.
Okay, there's a big pay there, right?
Yeah.
It's called major break. Now, the next time you see there is in verse 29.
Oh, okay.
So
it's
actually,
all the way down.
yeah, so actually, if you want to take it as a whole block, actually, you have to go all the way down to 29. In this graded reader, they just stopped it here. So, it's probably a little bit piecemeal, and you can't exactly say for certain that you want it there just nice, because it's just not going to happen. Yeah, but it does start at verse 9. Whether it ends at verse 15 or not, I can't be sure. So that's why you can't exactly say that verse 12 is the center, because at this point in time,
right. Yeah, okay. Sure.
Yeah. But it's very good. Well done. I'm very glad that you had all those points. So grammatically, you're seeing how it works already, right? Basically, there's a lot of repetition, there's a lot of assonance, and a lot of same words being used, or words that sound the same but are different words altogether. Yeah, and of course, in this particular case, because Van Pelt and all that, when they did it, they chose it such that actually you're right. Verse 12 is the the middle of the road, lah, as it were. 11 and 12, where it says,
Yeah.
go forth and multiply, and I will bless you,
Yeah.
your seed, your things, and everything else. So, yeah, so that's actually quite interesting.
Mm.
It's so cute. How come Esther got a picture there, one? So cute. No, anyway. No video, it's a picture. Okay. Yeah, wonderful. Okay, so before I ask you your exegetical thoughts on that, Jasmine, Esther, do you do any diagramming?
Yes, but
Who's
No, I
Esther? Jasmine didn't, right?
No.
Okay.
I
Esther?
did my I did.
Can
but
you
I
share your
think
screen?
not so complete.
Never mind, it's okay. Can you share your screen?
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Jasmine is still at work again. Okay, never mind.
Huh? What's that again?
Workaholic. No, Jasmine's a workaholic. She's at work again.
No.
Not as bad as compared to Randall.
Yeah, I see. Okay, come, Esther. She's going to show us a screen that she did.
Yes, because I just a minute. Okay.
Beautified with pictures and everything.
No, I didn't. I've been trying to
Just kidding.
remember.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I tried to wanting to put some diagram, but didn't have time.
Okay, good. Okay, come walk through with us your diagramming.
It's not exegesis.
Both are both. Okay, go exegesis. It's fine. You can do either one.
Okay.
It's the same thing. Yeah.
I see that God is speaking in this passage here. So he begin to appear. That is to Jacob. Then he blessed him, and you can see from this diagram that I am trying to emphasize that his name is no longer called Jacob but Israel.
Okay, good.
Yeah, and the whole idea here is that God is remembering his promise to his father and grandfather down here. And I think the whole passage somehow, I keep seeing that God is blessing them to the land and the offspring. Yeah, and this is the passage that he is calling him to do, to be fruitful and be multiplied.
Right.
Multiplied as a nation, and from his body there will be the kingdom. And then not only from there, he also command him to how to say this to bless the rest of the nation. Is it I see something like a lot of nations here. This word.
Yes. Goyim, yeah, that's right. The nations.
Yeah. So that he can be blessed to bless the rest of the nations. So this is how where I stop, and I think this is how should I interpret this? Yeah, it's a continuation of it's a promise to him. It's a more of a personal promise, because at that juncture Jacob was perhaps do not see any promises from God. So this verse, I see that God has a personal he has a personal encounter. And when God went out from there, he started to remember God by setting out the pillar. Yeah, this is
right.
a shorter version.
Okay, good. Okay, so would there be any one or two main points that struck you when reading this passage that didn't strike you when you're reading the English version?
I think the repeating words that the call, the land, and God said to him, and yeah, I don't know. Somehow those words are more grabbing than when you read in the English word. Because I
That's right.
think I don't know lah. Maybe because I don't know all the Hebrew words, so I keep looking up in that sense.
No, I think it's good. Yeah, actually, that's the advantage of doing it as a so-called beginning person. As you are beginning to read Hebrew, because you actually are forced to literally pronounce every single alphabet, every single word, right? You're actually going slower, and actually that's a good thing, because then you're actually paying attention to all the details.
Yeah, like for example, this word spoken and all those, I found that by doing the passage, I can remember the verb better.
That's right.
Yeah, I think the vocab better. Yeah.
Yes, precisely, and that's why you should be reading a passage of scripture every time, because that's how you actually get your vocabulary in, just by slowly adding it 1-2 words at a time, 1-2 words at a time, and that's basically how you get it as well.
Yeah,
well done.
I appreciate that. Yes.
Okay, Lily, I'm going to get you to bring up your share your screen again.
Okay.
So I'm assuming when Lily shares the screen, everything will just flip back again, right? Okay, wonderful. Okay, good. So you explained to us how you got here already just now. So now you can go through your exegetical part. What do you glean out of this?
What I gleaned out of this, I thought was interesting that it started off with God showing himself. Yeah. And it ends off with Jacob worshipping God. So I don't know, I didn't go too deep, I think, but it was more, I think what struck me was that when God shows himself to us and gives us a promise, the kind of like the only response that we have would be to worship him. Something like that lah. But then also there's the land seed blessing and that kind of thing. But I'm not sure how. I mean, that I don't feel so much for that, but it's more of like the fact that God initiated that encounter, and when he speaks a blessing and a promise over us, the only right, I guess, our heart cannot help but to respond in worship lah. Yeah, something like that. And then with the verse 14, I guess just found that part kind of interesting, though. Yeah, I don't really have an exegetical point about that.
What do you mean?
The verse 14, the similar sounding verbs about Jacob anointing and offering the thing on the stones or something like that. Right? He poured out an offering and he anointed the stone.
Okay, actually you see the word pillar there.
Pillar, yeah.
The pillar appears twice, right?
First one? Yeah, correct.
What happens?
Pillar and pillar of stone.
What happens you go back to your diagram again?
Okay.
What will happen if you bring the pillar down as another level? That means
this one.
Yeah, the pillar of stone, right?
Yeah.
So you bring everything else down, and then you bring the pillar of stone down to the pillar again.
Oh, hang on. I'm moving it in. I can't move it on the thing.
Oh, because you're sharing screen, right? Is it?
Cannot, right? Okay, can.
Yeah. Then your pillar of stone.
So I move this down?
Yeah, pillar of stone, you move it to below the pillar again.
Okay.
Right?
Like that.
Yeah. Okay, then the stone, Aben, right? Aben.
Yeah.
Okay, move it to the makom. That means the place. Just left a bit. Okay, that's right. Yeah. Wait, no. Yeah. Okay, makom, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So if the pillar is there and the place of the pillar, then you bring the other two black ones at the bottom, the Neset. Yes, Shemen, yeah. You bring those two below.
The Ha, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Here. Is it?
Actually, no, not the Ha, sorry. It's not a Ha, it's the He from the previous one, sorry. The blue ones go back.
The blue ones go back.
Yeah, pronominal suffix, yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
So
so in a sense that there's this place, right, where you actually have the stone, and then there's a offering, libation offering, as well as oil. That's what happened at that place, like, in a sense. So that may make a bit more sense to you if you see it that way, actually.
Oh. Oh, okay. Because it's the place and the object on which he offered lah, is it?
That's right, yeah. So on the place, which is made up of stone, Aben, right? He had a libation as well as oil. And at that place where he offered, because the altars then were of course made with stone, what other altars were made with stone? Tabernacle, right? Tabernacle and the temple. Temple, not really. Temple is just bronze, but the tabernacle one is actually made of stone. The surrounding it is bronze, but any altar basically has to be made with uncut stones. So most probably what happened in the altar, the bronze altar, they actually had uncut stones inside the bronze altar, so that the altar itself was not, in a sense, hot, but it just contained the stones that were inside the altar, in a sense. So so you actually had stones there as well. So in a sense, this was like a same picture of the tabernacle.
Oh, okay.
Same picture, yeah. Basically, he actually did a libation offering onto the stones, uncut stones in this case. Where is the place? Yeah. So I just thought it would be an interesting point to your thing. Okay, Randall, any thoughts? Jasmine, any thoughts on what has been presented so far?
Actually, I had a few questions while I was doing the translation.
Yep.
I noticed that in this passage, like told, like the O at the back is refers to a third person male.
Yes, that's right. Yep.
Is that always the case? It's not always the case, right?
The O with the O at the top, holum at the top, yes, it's always the case. It's always third person.
But then when we learn third person male singular, we learn it as we don't learn the O.
Okay, you have your charts with you?
The one that you shared with us on Google, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you look at the chart. Okay, let me get mine now. Hold on, just hold on a moment.
The third person male plural.
Yeah, there are a few, I think. There are like 4.
Yeah.
Third person male singular has 4 endings.
Third person male singular or plural?
Hello? Okay, so on page 1, you see on page 1?
You're talking about the Hebrew handout, is it?
Yeah, that's right.
This one.
So if it's on page 1, you see the third table, this thing here, top 1, 2, then the third table, right? On the left one, do you see the third person masculine singular, this thing here?
Yeah.
So the verb with the O on top is always third person masculine singular, always. It cannot be anything else.
For pa'al, is it for pa'al? No,
the suffix, as long as it's a suffix, that means it's not part of a word. If it's a additional suffix, a verb with the holum, the O, is always third person masculine singular.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see.
Okay, so so this way it's good to go back to the charts. Whereas you see a verb with the U, the second one, the top one is the verb with the O. Verb with the U here, then it becomes third person masculine plural or second masculine plural. So that's the only thing that's confusing, because with the U, sorry, can you see this? Sorry, this is the U, right?
Yeah.
This one here, the top one, can be a who, H, with a verb U. That's where you get confused, because both end with the U, but if it's only U, it's the masculine plural or second masculine plural, feminine plural, but if it's who, H-U, a verb with the U, or O, then it's third person masculine singular. So it's a little bit confusing, but as long as you keep to the chart, this is always right. It's always like that, permanently, forever and ever, to death to you part kind one.
Okay.
It's never going to change.
Okay, can.
How come the third masculine singular has like 3 different?
Yeah, because so even the Vav, if you end with the Vav, like they say the verse 13, chapter 35, Genesis 35:13, right, on screen, right? Elaf with the Vav with no O, no U, nothing, right? It's also third person masculine singular. It has 3 variations for endings. It's basically how it's formed, whether it's a sigolate, or is it ends with a kamets or whatever lah. There's some morphological ideas to it. Like say for example, it, right, is a closed vowel, so it becomes a beginning of a new vowel. That's why it's it to. Whereas elaf, it's an open vowel, so it just ends the thing with the elaf. Yeah.
Oh.
So
Okay.
Elu.
Okay. Then I have another question.
Yes.
In verse 12,
Yep.
it says that the land which I give to Abraham and Isaac, I give to you and your descendants, right?
Yep.
That give is a female, third person female, right? Why is the give a female? The eight, na. It, na.
This one, right?
Female meh? First common singular what?
It, na.
Oh no, it's energetic noun. Sorry. The na there is not the. Okay, so okay, you're right in the sense that if it's normal na, it's always a third person feminine plural, right?
Yeah.
But in this case, the noun there is not a suffix. It is what we call energetic noun. It is like the law, like that law. You know what I mean? It's the law version.
The last noon, is it?
The noon with the kamets with the hey, right? So atena, right? The na, when it appears like that, with a dagesh in the end, it's actually an energetic noun.
I see.
It's the, I'm giving to you. You know what I mean? It's
very emphatic lah.
Yes, that's right.
Okay.
Normally, there's no dagesh in the noun. If no dagesh in the noun, then it becomes the normal suffix. But in this case, it's not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure your book. What did your book put? Did your green color book put anything? Reader.
See the answer, please.
Oh, it says
There's also
this
a dagesh.
is difficult to identify the
It says difficult to identify. So sad. Okay.
Is it the antecedent of the pronominal suffix is the definite fs noun?
Yeah, they put feminine.
Yeah. So it can be feminine, but in this case, because of the dagesh inside, when I looked at it, because it doesn't make sense that it's feminine, you see. Because unless you're saying that my seed is all feminine, so it's like that's not. I mean, it's like you can't be so gender biased when it comes to your seed. So in this case, it's probably energetic noun, and I think Accordance agrees. If you click on the Accordance, right, you see the word energetic noun. You go to Accordance, you do a instant details.
12, right?
Yeah, you
Verse
click.
12. 12. This one.
Yeah, click and hold on the none. Yeah.
It says at the bottom.
Feminine singular or energetic noun.
Is it?
See at the bottom of the screen, it says suffix third person. No, just now it's correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Third person
One at the
feminine singular, energetic noun. Yeah. So it's either or. It's third person masculine singular or the energetic noon. In this case, the energetic noon.
Oh.
Yeah. It's the same as the pedagogical hey. Remember, there's the if I add a hey at the end, it can be as I'm teaching you, I do as a pedagogical hey. So there are a few things like that. Very rare. It just happens to be this verse happens to have it lah. It's actually very rare.
Okay.
But know that there are things. The energetic noon, the pedagogical hey, directional hey. So like the Nineveh, right? Nineveh, right? Nineveh and Nineveh, right? So the hey is also a directional hey as well. So directional hey, pedagogic hey, pedagogic and energetic noon. These are a few things that will be added on lah. So it's quite fun. Yeah.
Okay. And one last question.
No, please ask away. What else?
Okay, so in verse 14, there is when it says pour, right, to pour on a drink offering, and he pour on the oil. The first pour. So he says the first pour that it says Vayasek.
Yep.
Is a Hifil, and then the second one is a Vai Sok.
Yep.
Why is it different?
Why is it different?
One is from accordance, one is pour out, and one is anoint. So the second one is anoint.
But it's the same root word, right?
Is it?
Yeah, when I check, it's the same root word.
Really?
Really? No, I don't remember it being the same word. This is don't have vowel, don't know how to pronounce correctly. Nasek. Pour out.
Nasak, right?
Nasak.
No.
And then to
the other one is Yasak,
okay, where is the other one?
Yeah, Yitsak.
Right? Yitsak. Yeah. This one, sorry. Yeah, it's a different word altogether.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Means different thing.
Yeah, I see. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So this one is what was the other one?
Smear.
This is nasak. Nasak is to pour out. Means it's like you pour liquid, right? But then the second one is to anoint. Has more of the connotation of anoint.
Yep.
So if you accordance has it as well. To pour out oil, yeah.
Okay, can. Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Okay. Good. Okay, I have 10 more minutes with this thing before 40 minutes up. Okay, anyway. So okay, right. Randall, any questions?
I think I haven't done diagramming all that and look into all the meaning stuff to have enough questions.
Okay. So, Esther, any questions?
No.
Okay. So
the question is that why you say this is the last session?
No, okay, because next week actually I need to start meeting for my Israel trip already. I need to start preparing for Israel trip, and the team can't make it any other days. So I got to make on Tuesdays. So next week start meeting on Tuesdays, then the subsequent meetings, if I keep saying Tuesdays are out, then the team basically can't meet. So in the first meeting, I didn't want them to say that, okay, sorry, Tuesday is still out, you know what I mean? Yeah, so I'll free up the time so that if we decide to meet, we actually can.
I see.
Yeah.
So what happened to us? We meet alternate week or once in
the a few options. One is that like say Simon, what he did is he asked me whether I can Zoom personally with him when he has questions. So normally what you do is you have questions, you can continue on the WhatsApp group, right? You can still keep doing the passages. You move on one passage per week still, so you keep up, and then you just remind each other which passage you're doing. And if you gather together and you feel that there's a particular question, and if I can't make it on Tuesdays, then we have to make it some other day lah, like Saturday night or Sunday night or whatever. Then we just arrange that whoever has questions, we will just come in and then we'll just sort out those questions. Is that okay with you guys?
Mm.
That means if like say one of you says, hey, I have this interesting thing that I want to ask, and a few of you have the same question, then we just say, okay, what time is best for all of us to meet? And then we just figure out a time together. Lah.
Mm.
Is that okay? Of course, if you have just a short question, you just bounce it off the WhatsApp and then let everyone know like if they are fed up about it, you just silent the thing. So they'll mute the alert, then they'll be fine. I think it's good that you keep up the community. So just keep doing one passage a week. I think it's quite doable. And then just one of you just pick up the passage, just say, hey, this week you're doing this passage, or then just do it. Yeah, then as you share your learnings or whatever, it should be quite fun. That's what happened in the previous intermediate class as well. I only did 6 weeks with them. Then after that, when they have questions, they just keep pushing up into the group chat, or they feel they don't want to put a group chat, you just personally message me. Then if I think it's an interesting idea, then I'll push up for the rest of you to learn as well.
Okay.
Good. Okay.
Yeah, cool. Okay,
What
so
we can do. No, I was thinking what we can do. Maybe we can continue doing every Tuesday. We just upload our diagrams and share like 2 or 3 points that we take away from it, lah.
Yeah, that's great. Then you can ask Esther to host your ha 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 ha. I think is yours a professional one, Esther?
No, not at all.
Oh, okay. Because I you don't upgrade this thing. Silly thing is 40 minutes. It keeps kicking you out. Anyway.
Yeah, but you're still enjoying the free one, right?
Yeah. But it says I'm very kanchiong. Further it says time remaining 6 minutes. Very jialat.
No lah, we can just go back again.
Yeah. But
I mean I can host in that sense, but I can't answer questions.
Yeah, that's fine. No, so like I said, it depends on whether or not the meetings carry on or not. I'm really not sure about that. Yeah, so I just wanted to free it up such that at least when Pastor Seth and Pastor Xiang Ho there, Pastor Jeremy, they say, hey, I need to meet. I'll be like, okay. Because currently I'm the rate limiting factor. Because I work Wednesday nights, I work Thursday nights, Friday night cell group, Saturday night cell group. So it's like, I'm just busy every night. So quite shut up for them.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so just in conclusion, the Genesis 35, what happens is that you see that there's this call, and as God changes the name of Jacob to Israel, right? He calls on Jacob, and then later on you see Jacob then calling at the place of the anointing, as it were. So there's a, in a sense, it's like a dang kind of thing, where in verse 15, right, God called and changed his name and called him by name and asked him to meet at the place, and then Jacob makes the first step to call, and then it sort of hangs there. We don't know whether he carries on or not, but we know that in the call, God says, I change your name, and remember that I have been faithful, and this is the being faithful to your forefathers. And the ellipsis, that means what is not said is that I will therefore be faithful to you as well, as I give you this promise that you cannot see, because it's for your blessing of your seed and those that are after you, right? Ya ahare, right? After you. So it's, in a sense, if Jacob were to ask the question, how will I know this to be true? The answer is, you are here now and I'm blessing you because of Abraham and of Isaac. Therefore, you will know that even Jacob's blessing will be true in the future, because the fact that you're blessed now is because of a historical blessing, in the sense. Right? So that's the interesting thing. Okay? I got to answer the phone. You all talk more, so I got to answer a door for a while. Hold on.
Okay.
So a door. Hey, can you explain your diagram again?
Explain the diagram. Nothing much lah. So it's just all the Vav consecutives at one side, and then the verse 12.
So funny. I tried to scroll on my screen and I realized it's not my screen.
Then the verse 12, verse something, which is a continuation of verse 11, is towards the left. Then I underline certain repeated words like name. So all the names in verse 10 and 2 times in verse 15. And then
There's underline in, okay.
for this one.
Then
this
the
one.
green color one, the green color is God.
Yeah, Elohim. So it starts off with a lot of Elohim, and then Jacob responds at the end, something like that.
Then what is the boxed up ones?
So the box one is, so the top one is God's command, right? Be fruitful and multiply. And then God promises, what? Promises that this one is the nations.
That's verse 11. Wait, let me see.
Yeah, nations will be called. Which one is the king's one?
Nation Assembly of Nations
This one, the top one.
from
From your
you
offspring or something like that.
and kings.
And kings is the one below, if I'm not wrong. Is it?
No, the kings is at
Melachem is
the
the top. Yeah,
top.
Melachem, this one is
from loins
loins, yeah.
shall come. And then that's the next box.
And the earth that
I give to
I gave
Abraham,
to Abraham and Isaac, I will give to your offspring, right? This one is offspring.
yes, to your descendants
Your
that come
descendants.
after you.
Yeah. So this one is like the land seed.
That come after you. So the top box, so God's command followed by his 2 promises.
Something
Right.
like that. Yeah.
And I give you, and then I give you the land.
And then the interesting part is the 14 law. So the 3 verbs in verse 14 actually sounds like similar.
Oh, that's the one that I asked, right?
So Yazef, then Yazek, and
Seth is built, set up.
Whoops, sorry. Thank you. Okay. Anything interesting?
just explaining the diagram to Jasmine because she missed it earlier.
Ah. Okay, since less than a minute left. Haha, so sad. Okay. So nothing left already, right? Okay, so we'll see you as and when lah.
Oh, okay. Just like that.
Okay.
Sorry, because it's really less than a minute. I'm very kanchiong with this kind of thing. Okay.
Oh yeah, but they didn't kick us out yet, what?
Huh? Oh, you mean they'll automatically kick you out?
No, what? Yeah. If they don't, that means you can still use until they stop you.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have to end
Oh.
anything. Oh, I see. Interesting. Okay, so in that case, so any